On today's recap of Undercover Boss, we bring you two exciting episodes featuring the bosses of Forman Mills and Chicago clubs as they find themselves in a chaotic situation. In our first episode, this boss is gonna try to drive a forklift but ends up crashing it.
Out of control.
One more chance?
No. Hell no, Brad. Get off the forklift.
We first start with the founder and CEO of Forman Mills, Rick Foreman.
My name is Rick Foreman. I'm the founder and CEO of Forman Mills.
Headquartered in New Jersey, Forman Mills is one of the fastest growing discount apparel merchandise stores in the United States. Their main apparel is that they sell brand name products for very cheap prices. With 35 stores in 10 states and 25,000 employees, the company's become a $500 million a year business. Rick was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He started working at a young age to support his family and learned about the market while working in flea markets. He later opened his own store a few years later, which has now become Forman Mills. Forman Mills are mostly located in low-income areas that other big stores had abandoned. They use this opportunity to bring cheap product for the community and also hire thousands of people, which also helps the community. Rick wants to go undercover because he wants to double the company's stores in just a few years, so he wants to go undercover and see what are the things that are holding the company back, and to also see if there are some things that he can make more efficient. He'll be going undercover as Brad, a retired football coach, and his employees will be told that he's a contestant on a reality show competing to get his own business. For his first job, he travels to Chicago, Illinois to work as a sales associate.
Today, I'm in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm going undercover as a sales associate.
He meets up with Mishinda, and she takes him to the ladies department and shows him how to stock the shelves. Rick was not good at following instructions, and he kept wandering around without doing his job.
Brad, leave that alone.
What is this?
We haven't gotten to that right yet, Brad.
Well, I keep looking at that shirt there. I need to buy that.
No, you don't.
So Mishinda had to be strict with him and make him follow all her instructions. She then teaches him how to check prices for the products and send the info to the cashiers, but he was too slow and the customer line gets longer. Mishinda was not really impressed with him, and she remarks that he can't even run one section, let alone his own business. After a mostly disappointing shift, Rick and Mishinda go on a break, and he learns that she has to work 2 jobs because she doesn't get paid enough to support her 2 children. She then tells him to have a reward program for people that work hard if he gets his own store. For his next job, Rick travels to New Jersey to work as a backstock coordinator.
Today, I'm going undercover in our new distribution center in Cinnaminson, New Jersey.
He meets up with Elizabeth, and she first teaches him how to pack boxes, and Rick then tries to follow her lead, but he struggles to wrap up the boxes. They next go to the forklift area, and she shows him how to operate the forklift, and he then takes charge, but again, he was very bad at driving the forklift, and he kept bumping into things. Other employees around the area all fall back, fearing Rick's driving, and Elizabeth was forced to stop him before he hurt himself or the other employees. Later on their break, Rick learns that Elizabeth has 3 children who she has to raise alone because her husband passed away. Her job doesn't really pay well, and she struggles to support her family. And because of this fact, she works overtime just to put food on the table. For his next job, Rick travels to Totowa, New Jersey to work as a customer service representative.
Today, I'm in Totowa, New Jersey, and I'm going to be working as a customer service representative.
Customer service is one of the most important things to him, and he wants to see how well that store was doing. He meets up with Nikia, and she teaches him how to take care of the customer purchases and also receive payments. She then tells him the company's basic rule, and he learns that employees are told not to greet customers because it's a waste of time. Rick is surprised to hear this, as he believes a customer having a good experience is better than efficiency, but realizes that his push for efficiency may have actually led to this very outcome. He also learns that Nikia has not taken any training for her job, and he sees that when a customer has a coupon and wants to redeem it, only a few people know how that works, so the customer waits several minutes until a person who knows how to redeem the coupon is available. This job was supposed to be done by people like Nikia, but since they are not trained, they don't really know what to do with the coupons.
$5 item, the customer has to wait like 40 minutes. It's just crazy what's going on in that store.
Nikia next shows him how to operate the cash register, and Rick then tries to do the job, but he was too slow, and customers get frustrated as they wait in line. He sees the cash register system is also old and needs improvement, and the cashiers also share one credit card reader, making the work take much longer. On their break, Rick learns that Nikia doesn't enjoy working for the company because employees are not really treated well. She tells him that the working hours are terrible and that they don't also get paid well, so she's thinking about quitting and joining Walmart. For his last job, Rick travels to his hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to work with the maintenance supervisor.
Today I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'll be working with the maintenance supervisor.
We then see him meeting up with Curtis and they get right into the job. Rick's first task was cleaning the toilets, and he does okay with it, but he was complaining the whole time, which really annoyed Curtis.
I'm already soaking wet.
Brad is complaining about the job. You need to just man up and get it over with.
They then do more cleaning in the warehouse, and while working together, Rick learns that Curtis doesn't like to work for the company, and he says that the company treats their employees horribly. He tells them that management doesn't really appreciate hardworking people, and they hire outside people for promotions instead of promoting people within the company that have actually worked hard and deserve a promotion. Curtis wanted to be the warehouse supervisor, and it seemed like it was going to be him, but one day, management just decided to hire people from the outside, which made Curtis lose hope about his future in the company. On their break, Rick learns that Curtis used to be homeless and an alcoholic, but he got clean with the help of a program in the community, and now he does the same for other people. After his last and interesting encounter, Rick's undercover time comes to an end, and he invites his employees to reveal his true identity. So hey guys, if you're loving this episode, just wait for the next boss who messes up so much that he gets fired from a cleaning job. But for now, let's go back to the episode. So the first one to find out Rick's true identity was Elizabeth, and he tells her that she was a great employee and offers to pay for her car loan and then gives her $15,000 to put toward her children's college fund.
This is very life-changing for me. I just feel great. Now I can just go home with half of the worries that I was worrying about before.
Next in was Mashinda, and he thanks her for being patient with him even though he was a bad student, and he then gives her a promotion which comes with a $25,000 raise, and on top of that, he offers to pay for her children's college tuition too.
Mr. Foreman is paying for my son's education? I can't believe it.
Next in was Nikia, and he tells her that she was a great employee, and then tells her all the cash register systems will be upgraded, which will make her job easier, and he then gives her a promotion which comes with a $17,000 raise, and gives her another $15,000 so she can support her children.
They have a better environment now. We can leave the past behind and just start our new lives together.
Last in was Curtis. He tells him that he was the most impressed with him and tells him that his salary will be doubled, and he then reveals that he'll be buying him a $250,000 home so he never worries about being homeless again.
I'm gonna buy you a house for up to $250,000 for wherever you want it.
Let us now follow our next boss, the co-owner of Chicago Cubs. With 3 million loyal fans coming to their stadium each year, the Chicago Cubs are one of the most beloved baseball teams in America. Todd Ricketts recently became the owner of the Chicago Cubs after he and his family bought the club for $845 million. Todd's main goal as an owner is to bring a world championship, which the club hasn't seen since 1908.
First and foremost, the thing that we want to bring here is a World Series. 1908 was the last time that the Cubs won the World Series. We're on a 100-year-plus drought.
Some people think that the club is cursed, but Todd thinks that with his new management and commitment to the club, he can bring in the championship soon. Todd wants to go undercover because he wants to see how the company operates from the front lines, and since he's not well known as his other siblings, he's the perfect person to go undercover. He'll be going undercover as Mark, an out-of-work roofer taking part in a reality show where he's going to be tested if he can work for the company. All his work will be in Wrigley Field, the Chicago Cubs stadium, so he arrives at the hotel that's close to the stadium. His first job will be as a cleaner.
It means a busy day at the park. I will be helping clean bathrooms. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure the facilities are running in the most efficient way possible.
So he meets up with Daryl and he takes him to the bathroom and shows him how to use the power washer. Todd then tries to do the job, but he was too slow, and he also misses certain places, and he even accidentally breaks the mop, and Daryl notices that Todd is not really qualified for the job. On their break, they go to the break room and Todd sees that it's very crowded and needs to be improved. He then gets to talk to Daryl about his life and learns that Daryl has been with the company for 26 years. He's also a father, but he doesn't get to see his daughter much because of all the workload. Daryl also has a lot of great ideas on how to improve things in the stadium and within the company, but since there's no direct communication from the management to workers, his ideas have not really been implemented yet. After their break, Todd and Daryl continue their job, but this time, Todd accidentally drops cleaning materials, and Daryl is forced to relieve him on his duty. Todd has become more of a problem than a helper, so Daryl tells him that he's done for the day and takes him off the job.
I had to let Mark go. He is not right for this job. I gotta go back and clean up every mistake he made.
After getting fired from his first job, Todd is determined to do better at his next job, which is being a hot dog vendor.
Today, I'm going to be working at Wrigley as a hot dog vendor. I always kind of consider myself a little bit of a timid personality, so we'll see how that'll work out.
He meets up with Rocco, who takes him to the stand, and they start selling hot dogs. Rocco is a great salesman, and he encourages Todd to be more confident while doing sales. Rocco's been working for the company for about 28 years and has a great relationship with all the customers, and he's also a good teacher, so Todd was able to pick up the job faster, but the crowd starts to gather a lot, and he struggles to keep up. Todd then gets a little frustrated when he couldn't sell the last 4 hot dogs, so he takes out money from his pocket and dumps all the hot dogs. And unfortunately for him, Rocco suspects that he dumped the hot dogs and confronts him, but Todd denies throwing out the hot dogs, and Rocco was disappointed with him.
Mark, did you throw hot dogs in the garbage can?
No.
These aren't from you?
No, huh? No.
I don't know, there's more.
And they end their shift after that. For his next job, Todd will be working at a parking lot.
Anytime you go to a sporting event, you have to deal with parking. And what's unique within our situation is that traffic and congestion and parking are things that always come up.
And he meets up with Jose and he teaches him how to lead the customers to the specified slots. Jose then leaves Todd alone and he starts off okay, but after a few cars, he sees the cars are not perfectly parked. And it is here that a disaster strikes when Todd's friend parks his car and calls Todd by his real name, and not knowing he was undercover, he talks to him in private and tells him about what he's doing.
We're shooting an episode of Undercover Boss. Oh. I have to keep it a secret. All right, man. Take it easy, Todd. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Thankfully, Jose was focused on the job and didn't hear Todd's real name getting called out, so his cover was safe. For his next job, Todd goes to join the grounds crew.
Today I'm going undercover with the grounds crew. The field at Wrigley, it's super important because it's the surface that we play on.
He meets up with Joe, and they go to the field and they start fixing up the field. And the playing field has to be perfect for the game, so the job is really important. Todd follows Joe's lead, and even though the job was physically demanding, he has his best performance during that job. For his last job, Todd joins Daryl to work as a scoreboard operator, and this time, Todd was determined not to get fired, and he follows the instructions and does pretty well. And finally, Todd's undercover time comes to an end, and he invites his employees to reveal his true identity. First in was Rocco. Todd confesses to throwing away the hot dogs, and he then informs him that he'll be getting the Lifetime Achievement Award and a $1,000 bonus.
Today is a great day for me. Did I earn it? Yes, I did. But I am so happy right now.
Next in was Joe, and he tells him that he had a great time with him and offers him a promotion in the marketing department.
I can't believe that this is happening. My dream has always been to work for the Cubs in the front office, and now it's happening. It's just surreal.
After that was Jose, and he tells him that he was a great teacher, and then offers to pay for his classes and also offers to write him a letter of recommendation for any job that he applies to in the future.
Honestly, I was trying to find a way to pay for those classes. You know,
I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now.
And lastly was Daryl, and he thanks him for being an amazing employee and offers to pay for his daughter's lesson and then invites him to a family vacation.
I actually feel like somebody cared. I'm too happy. It's too much joy to try to put in words right now.
And with that, the episode comes to an end.